This is Big Ed 2008, and this is an opinion video of the death of Glenn and Abraham on the season premiere of The Walking Dead, Season 7. Negan, as most of you are aware by now, is the one that committed the heinous act. In the comics, it was just Glenn that got his brain smashed in. In the episode, in particular, they used Abraham as a secondary death. I'm not entirely sure why, but more deaths are better than one, I suppose. Now, as you can see, Negan Sluggers, is a very violent person. In the comics, he's very violent. In the show, he's violent. And if anything, I think they did it quite accurately. I was quite unimpressed with Abraham's last words. Suck my nuts does not strike me as the almighty insult. My personal opinion would have been kiss my balls or suck my dick or something like that. I would have been about as subtle as a brick. Piss. Basically, you're going to get your skull smashed in, throw a good insult in, just for good measure. But yeah, it is what it is. In regards to Glenn, I do feel that his death was a little bit more, possibly a bit more graphic than I was expecting. His eye popping out was a testament to the comic, where Negan smashed his skull in and his eye sort of was dangling. And the final sort of like blows were reasonably effective for that. Last words in regards to Glenn, identical to the comics. Not quite sure it worked as well, but it is what it is. Gore and effects, very gory, very effective. I'm a reasonably hardcore horror fan, so I've watched films like The Hostel, Wrong Turn, Nightmare on Elm Street, Hellraiser, Friday the 13th. So I've witnessed gore, blood, guts, and all that kind of stuff from what I call the basic, originated John Carpenter and all that lot horrors, all the way up to the more recent ones that have tried going to the extreme levels, or horror porn as Hostel 2 clearly is. When it comes to The Walking Dead, they've always tried to outdo themselves, which is fully understandable. Obviously, you don't want to see the same knife go into a zombie brain, or hatchet go onto a zombie skull, or baseball bat in this case kill the same person over and over again. It gets boring. When it comes to the methods that Negan employed, it's very similar to what happened in the comics. I can't really remember that particular issue because it's been like 156 issues and about... I apologise for this, I'm trying to remember. It's been about 50, 60 issues since Negan's initial comic book debut. Now, if they follow that kind of storyline, he's going to have a harem of girls from his little saviors camp. He's going to have one of those girls trying to hook up with one of his minions, who's going to get burnt in the face with an iron. And there's a character, Dwight or Simon, I can't remember which one in the series, but he's got a lot of scars up one side of his face. That will be explained, and if they go by the comic book variant of the explanation, then it will be he basically was shacking up with one of Negan's playthings. And I apologise for using the term plaything when it comes to the women, but that's exactly how Negan sees them. So again, it is what it is. It's how he sees them in the comics. It's going to be how they see them in the show. When it comes to Daryl, his character is completely original to the TV show anyway, and it's going to be interesting to see how they portray him as the series progresses, because he's the one that actually technically causes Glenn's death in this episode. I've seen the scene. He basically socks Negan in the face, or tries to. He gets pinned. Negan's a little pissed off about it, but he tells everyone to calm down, and then beats the crap out of Glenn. Now, when it comes to that, I kind of understand why he did it. He was pissed off. I haven't watched season 6, so I'm not sure what he did. Apparently, there is a little bit of additional blame somewhere along the line for the group getting captured. I will try and watch it at some point to catch up, so I can give you a follow-up video to this, so I can have more clear facts. I apologise. When it comes to the serial, how they're going to carry it on from here, the Rictatorship, as several sources on the internet have kindly put it, is over. So Rick is pretty much broken now. He's lost one of his right-hand men, and he is on the verge of possibly another mental breakdown. Negan's going to be torturing him mentally and potentially physically, and he might lose a hand. Not a guarantee, and I'm kind of hoping they don't, because, well, I think even Andrew Lincoln would appreciate not having to wear a green sock over his hand every 5 minutes. But, yeah, on the whole, keep an eye out on this series. It looks like it's going to be a pretty good one. Thanks, everyone. This has been Big Ed 2008, and I'll see you at the next opinion video. Bye, guys.